Riley alongside with my son John Fuentes. And tonight we are live at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City, Texas, where these fans out here are fired up about their 8-1 Rio Grande City Rattlers. Tonight they're hosting the Brownsville Pace Vikings, who are coming into this game tonight with a record of 6-3, and they are all looking for a share of that District 16 5A Division I district title. And tonight the Brownsville Pace Vikings have to knock off the Rio Grande City Rattlers to prevent them from getting that district title, and we'd like to talk to you about how all that can possibly play out here in our pregame show tonight, powered by Hacienda Ford. Again, our video tonight under a live stream on the Rio Sports Live Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Twitter page, and the Roku app. Appreciate you joining us tonight here on Rio Sports Live. It's a beautiful evening for football tonight. The temperature was about 93 degrees when we rolled into town. However, on the opposite side of the state in Lubbock, Texas, it's about 33 right now. So a 60-degree temperature difference, and that cold air is moving south. Will it affect our game tonight? Well, looking at the forecast, we see temperatures dipping down into the 70s about 11 o'clock tonight. So according to the Weather Channel, the answer to that question is no. We do have some showers and thunderstorms across the South Texas region from here to about Kingsville, and that's all moving southward. So we don't know if some of them storms are going to build backwards and cover Starr County and affect our game tonight. Who knows? Only the good Lord upstairs knows, and sometimes he has us figure that out on our own. So anyway, we appreciate you joining us tonight here on Rio Sports Live. All is good so far. We've got the fans on the Rio side of the field standing up for their alma mater, the school song. The Brownsville Pace school song was played earlier before this one, and we'll have the national anthem and we'll have kickoff coming up as our pregame show continues here on Rio Sports Live. We'll be back in just a moment.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service, the experience like no other. And right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, the 2019 Ford F-150 pickup with 0 interest for 72 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're the Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Welcome back to our pregame show live from Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City, Texas. The Pace Vikings in town to take on these Rio Grande City Rattlers. Let's talk about some of the Hacienda Ford, key players of the game for the Pace Vikings tonight. Looking at the running back, number 22, his name is Dylan Barone. He averages 105 yards on the ground per game. He's got to touch the football tonight. His quarterback is also a playmaker. He's number 9, Jose Banda. Banda averages 200 yards through the air per game and 143 yards on the ground. Looking at Daniel Salazar, their linebacker, he has about 10 tackles per game. He's got to stay active tonight. And Jay Gomez, number 44, he averages about 1.5 sacks per game. So those are the Hacienda Has It key players for tonight's game here in Rio Grande City tonight. For the Rio Grande City Rattlers, we look at their playmakers. From the backfield is number 23, Angel Guzman, who averages 81 yards per game. And his quarterback, Mario Garza, puts up 282 yards on average per game. He is one of the Rio Grande Valley's leading quarterbacks coming into this game tonight. On the defensive side of things for Rio Grande City, we see Mark Pettis, who averages about 7 tackles per game. Also, look for wide receiver number 2, Aaron Marroquin. He averages about 10 points per game for these Rio Grande City Rattlers. And when you look at some of the leading wide receivers in the Valley, you see his name right there at the number 1 spot. So that is the Hacienda Has It keys to the game, key players of the game, if you will, for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, who, by the way, are contending for their share of the district championship with a Rio win tonight, a Mission Vets win tomorrow night, and a Palmview win tonight in Brownsville. It's going to be a 3-way tie for first place. All 3 of those teams will share the district championship. In fact, if you look at their schedule right now on maxpreps.com, you see bi-district games have already been scheduled for these teams tonight. Rio Grande City staring down the road at Flower Bluff next week in bi-district play. The Pace Vikings staring at Corpus Christi Miller, who has a perfect record so far this season. Miller is on the Vikings schedule for bi-district action next week. And the Veterans Memorial Patriots, who are at home tonight, they will host Brownsville Lopez tomorrow night at Tom Landry Stadium. They will play the Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial Eagles next week for bi-district. So far as they look. So again, with a Rio win tonight, a Vets win tomorrow night, a Mission Vets win tomorrow night, and a Palmview win tonight, they will all 3 have a share of first place in District 16 5A Division 1. We have had the alma maters, we've had the national anthems, we've shaken hands and had the coin toss in the middle of the field, and we are about ready for some football tonight here in Rio Grande City. Coming up next on Rio Sports Live.
Les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Back live at Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City, a.k.a. the Rattler Den. The Rattlers will receive to get us going. Alon Garcia and Mark Pettis back deep to receive behind their 10-yard line. And the Pace Vikings will kick it off to begin our action here on a Thursday night from Rio Grande City. Slight breeze out of the southeast has calmed down some as that cold front approaches South Texas tonight. My name is J.R. Gully. My son John Fuentes is on camera tonight. We welcome you to our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live, powered by Hacienda Ford. Christian Zapata kicks it off for the Pace Vikings. It's a deep end-over-end kick. Takes a bounce at the 17-yard line and will be picked up by the Rattlers. And here they come all the way back to the 30-yard line is Mark Pettis on the return. And we'll see Rio's offense on the football field for the first time this evening, led by their quarterback, Mario Garza. First down and 10 Rattlers from their own 31-yard line. Rattlers in their red jerseys tonight with white numbers. Pace Vikings in their Kelly green football pants and their white shirts. Their visiting team tonight. Two wideouts wide left for Rio Grande City. Pettis. Here's a handoff. Running back up the middle and a big hole there and a almost first down yardage there for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. As Garza, the quarterback, handed it off to his running back. That was Angel Galvan, who gets a 1st and 10 on the first play of the game. Trips left formation for Rio Grande City. Garza hands it off again to his running back, left side, and he gets another 12 yards this time. Goes Angel Galvan, and Galvan moving the chains tonight in that Rio Grande City offensive line, coming off the football and blowing holes open for this offense tonight for Galvan. Two wideouts wide right, the give to Galvan again, and this time Galvan gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the Pace Vikings, John Moody. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go coming up for Rio Grande City on the Viking 46-yard line. Garza from the gun with 3 wide receivers. Hands off to Galvan again, and Galvan has running room. Gets across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. That's Mark Pettis. Checkmate on the carry that time for Rio Grande City. A yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ball on the 39-yard line. Garza from the gun with Mark Pettis in the backfield. Pettis gets the handoff, and he gets a first down for the Rattlers to the 37-yard line. So the Rattlers keeping it on the ground so far this evening. Working clock and getting first downs. Big turnout tonight for Rio Grande City as their fans are filling in this stadium. There were 2 lines to get in this stadium at 5:30 this afternoon when we showed up. On a first down and 10 for the right hash, Galvan's back in the game, and this is the first pass of the game and the first penalty of the game, and that will be for illegal procedure against Rio Grande City.
Number 2 of the offense, off start, 5-yard penalty, we'll repeat it down.
So false start called against one of the wide receivers. That's Aaron Marroquin. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 15 for the Rattlers. Ball on the Vikings 41-yard line. 9:30 remaining in the first quarter tonight. 3 wideouts wide left for Garza. And we've got flags on the field again. This time one of the linemen jumped before the snap. And now we're looking at a first down and 20. Ball back at the Viking 46-yard line. 3 wide receivers wide left for the Rattlers. Garza drops straight back, has time, throws it down the field. That pass caught there by Aaron Marroquin at the 38-yard line. Good throw there by Garza. Zipped it in there to Marroquin. Second down and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage we go with 8:50 remaining in the first quarter. Trips left formation. Garza, straight drop back under pressure. Throws a deep high ball toward the end zone, and flags come out for possibly pass interference, as that pass was intended to Marroquin at about the 10-yard line. It looks like the Pace Vikings in trouble here for the pass interference penalty. We'll get our call here from the official.
Pass interference on the Vikings team, number 11. A full 15-yard penalty.
So Darian Jones
First down.
called for the pass interference. That will give the Rattlers 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. 4 wideouts on the field for Garza. Galvan behind him in the backfield. Quick out pass to Marroquin. Garza knocked down on the play. Pace Vikings Gabriel Galvan coming strong off the edge that time. Got to Garza just as he threw that ball. He said, "Hello, I'm here, we're rushing in." Second down and 10. Rattlers at the 21. Garza, straight drop back, looks right, and the play's blown dead.
Prior to the snap, on the offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, and keep it down.
Our third false start of the game, and a matter of 3.5 minutes here tonight against the Rattlers. Rattlers on their opening drive of the football game. Second down at 15 at the Pace Viking 26-yard line. Coach Morales, the first-year head coach of the Rio Grande City Rattlers. 4 wideouts on the field. Garza, straight drop back, throws down the middle of the field toward the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Alan Garcia. Garcia covered up well by the Pace Vikings defender there. And it'll be a 3rd down as the Rattlers go to a passing game here deep in Viking territory, as they opened up at the 30, started this drive at their own 31-yard line, and they kept it on the ground and moved the football really well. Now the Rattlers line up in a tighter formation. They'll send Alan Garcia in motion, and we've got another flag on the field for a false start on the Rattlers.
False start, number 75, 5-yard penalty, repeat it down.
So that young man called for his second false start of the evening. 8:22 left. This is week 11 of Texas high school football. And some of these teams that I've been calling games for are still struggling with the false start. 3 wideouts, wide left now for Rio Grande City. Garza in the gun. Back to throw with time, throws it deep for the end zone. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Aaron Marroquin, and the ball went right through his hands. So we've got a 4th down and 20 coming up for Rio Grande City, and you got to be excited if you're the Pace Vikings head coach about this situation, because you had Rio Grande City literally driving the football about 10 yards at a time on the ground in the first couple of plays of their game, and then penalties self-destruct the Rattlers, and the Rattlers are now going to try a field goal here. This is Michael Ramos holding. This is a 48-yard attempt. Kick is up in the air, and it'll bounce in the end zone, and that will be a touchback. So Pace Vikings offense on the field after their defense holds with 8:11 left in the first quarter of play.
1983.
You and your team of counterintelligence spies have been captured. The only thing between you and certain doom is a ticking time bomb. The newest thrilling escape game from Trapped RG. Mission Moscow.
First down and 10, Pace Vikings, their first possession of the game from their own 31-yard line. And here's a handoff to running back Dylan Barone, and Barone gets around the edge and only gets a yard. Good pursuit there by the Rattlers. Elizar Garcia on the stop for Rio Grande City. And that's a second down and about 8.5 coming up for the Vikings from their own 33-yard line. The clock runs with 7:40 remaining in the first quarter tonight. 7 o'clock start here in Rio Grande City at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium. And now we've got a Pace Viking jumping off sides. Jalen Garcia, the wide receiver, and it appears a lot of these players are little revved up tonight in this big district contest. Again, not much at stake, but a district championship for Rio Grande City and a shared championship at that. Both of these teams have playoffs scheduled for next week. On a second down and 13, here's the first pass we've seen from the Pace Viking quarterback, Jose Banda, and he connects that time with his wide receiver, Elijah Solis. And that will be a first down and 10 for the Pace Vikings. Well, no, he'll be a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. Ball on the 40-yard line with 7:09 remaining in the first quarter. Two wide receivers wide left. Garza with two backs in the backfield. He'll keep the ball and he'll get a few yards. Correction, that's Banda, the quarterback for the Pace Vikings. And a quarterback sneak gets a Viking first down up to the 45-yard line. And talking to Coach Gilpin weeks ago prior to the Vikings game and the Patriots game, I asked Coach, who are the playmakers for the Pace Vikings? And he said for sure Jose Banda is their catalyst. Everything goes through him. First down and 10. 3 wideouts on the field, 2 backs in the eye. Dylan Barone with running room, trying to get around the left side, and he can't. Good job that time by number 25 of the Rio Grande City Rattlers, Mike Compion. Second down and 11 coming up after the 1-yard loss. With 6:17 remaining in the first quarter of play. So keep your eye on their quarterback, Jose Banda. He can throw the football and he can run. 2nd and 11 from the left hash at the 44-yard line. Fake handoff to Barone. Pass play there to big number 13. A tight end there for the Pace Vikings. That's Chase Morales. And Morales gets up to the 48-yard line of the Rattlers. And that's about a 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Vikings. Nice crowd on the Pace side of the stadium tonight. 3rd down, 3 yards to go for Pace. 2 wideouts on the field. Banda looking left, throws it, pass caught. Up the field he goes, a wide receiver, number 4, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings, Jalen Garcia. What a play there by Garcia. Patient to get the pass from Jose Banda. Then he turns around and breaks a tackle, and then it was a track meet ever since. And the Vikings strike first blood tonight here in Rio Grande City. And Pace Vikings going for the extra point. Marcus Cuevas will hold. Zapata kicks it right through the uprights, and it's a 7-0 ball game with 5:39 remaining here in the first quarter in Rio Grande City tonight. We're back on Rio Sports Live in just a moment.
With Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Back at the Rattler Den tonight, and the Pace Vikings strike first. 7-0 ball game at 5:39 remaining in the first quarter of play. As a pass play from Bonda to Garcia puts the Vikings on the board first tonight. Zapata kicks it away. Alon Garcia gets the ball from the 5-yard line. Here he comes. Garcia straight up the field, still on his feet. Gets up to the 38-yard line, and a nice return there by Mark Pettis on that one, not Garcia. And the Rattler offense back on the field for their second time tonight, with half the quarter already gone. That last drive of the Rio Grande City Rattlers, we saw it end in penalties and missed catches by Marroquin and a few other wide receivers. 3 wideouts wide left. Garza throws it out to Galvan. Galvan with running room, gets around a receiver. Outside he goes, and he'll step out of bounds at the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. And that is a 1st and 10 for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Again, the Rattlers 8-1 with their district record. Their only loss against to Mission Vets. 3 wideouts wide right. Garza, straight drop back, floats it out, pass caught. Alon Garcia goes into the end zone, touchdown Rattlers. What a play there. What a play by Garza to get it out to his wide receiver, and what a job he did. Alon Garcia, footwork, if you will, to keep it in bounds, to maintain his balance, and get all the way to the end zone for pay dirt. And the Rattlers are on the board. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. It's a tied ball game in Rio Grande City, 7-all, with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter of play. We're back after this on Rio Sports Live.
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
So back-to-back scores by these two teams tonight. We have a tied ball game with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. That was kind of the same pass play that the Vikings did earlier. Just a simple out pass to the wide receiver, and then you depend on him to make a play after that. And a missed tackle turned into 7 points there for Rio Grande City. And the Rattlers will kick it away from their 40-yard line. That's Robelin Montes, the kicker. It's a short end over end kick. Rattlers looking for the offsides kick. And number 2 picked it up there. That's Mark Garcia for the Pace Vikings, and he'll be taken down at the 38-yard line. They'll put the ball on the 40-yard line with forward progress. And the Vikings offense with a short field here for their second time on the field this evening.
With lawyers available 24/7 and offices valley-wide. From migrant farm worker to lawyer, Jay Gonzalez is fighting for the people of the Rio Grande Valley.
Vikings
If you've been in an accident,
come out with 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers set. Bonda under center. Take the snap, will give it to the fullback, and immediately stopped there by Rio Grande City Rattler. Garza, Emmanuel Garza on the stop there for the Rattlers. Good defensive play there, good penetration up the field by that Rattler defense. Loss of 2 on the play, second down and 12 for the Vikings from the 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers wide right. Bonda, here he goes. Up the field he goes, and Bonda gets up to the 44-yard line. That's where he'll give them forward progress. And a second down, correction, a 3rd and 5 coming up. So Jose Bonda has the ability to take the ball himself and run it up the field, decoy it to somebody else, and then take off and run with it. 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings from the 44. 2 wide receivers wide left. Bonda, straight drop back, under pressure, fires it left side, short, and the Rattlers almost got that one. Rudy Bazan was right there. They tried to make a play on it and couldn't come up with it, so the punt team will hit the field for the Vikings, and the Rattlers defense does their job and gets a stop here with 3:39 remaining in the first quarter. All tied at 7. Mark Pettis back deep to receive for the Rattlers. Marcus Cuevas will punt it away for the Vikings. Good snap. Straight line drive kick. Will take a Viking bounce, and they'll let it go into the end zone. And Pettis beside himself on that play. He knew he could have made a play on it if possible. So we welcome you to our broadcast tonight here, powered by Hacienda Ford, 107 and McCall Road in Edinburgh. They have a quick lane where they service any make or model of vehicle right there off McCall Road at Hacienda Ford in Edinburgh. 3 wideouts wide right. Galvan in the backfield with the quarterback, Mario Garza. And here's a handoff to Galvan, and Galvan up for a couple. Tackle made there by Damian Garza for the Vikings. 3 yards on the carry. Second down and 7 coming up. Tonight's game is being streamed on our Rio Sports Live Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our YouTube channel, and also the Roku app. 5 wideouts on the field for Rio Grande City. Quick out pass by Garza. It's a wide receiver screen, and Vikings read it all the way, and they'll take them down at around the 20-yard line. Aaron Marroquin on the reception there. Tackle made by lots of Pace Vikings. Andrew Gonzalez leading the charge there for the green and white. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Rattlers. From the 25-yard line. 4 wideouts on the field. Garza drops straight back, fires it to the right, has a man at the 29, and he'll be taken down. No gain on that play. And it's a First down for the Rattlers. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 3 wide receivers wide left. Garza hands it off up the middle, a delayed handoff, if you will. And that's about a yard or two up the field. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Tackle made by Pace Vikings Joel Benavides. 4 wide receivers on the field. 3 to the wide side of the field. Mario Garza throwing a deep ball to the right side. Has a man. Pass caught. That's Aaron Marroquin. And Marroquin gets down to the 25-yard line, and it's a first down, Rio Grande City. What a pass there. What a beautifully thrown ball by quarterback Mario Garza. He just laid that up there, and it was a jump ball between the Pace Viking defender and Aaron Marroquin, and Marroquin the winner. Comes down with it, and a huge pass play for Rio Grande City. An out pass to Galvan, and Galvan with some running room will get down in the red zone to the 5-yard line. First down, Rattlers. Rattlers knocking on the door of the end zone, trying to take the lead of this game at the 6-yard line. 4 wideouts on the field. Galvan in the backfield. Galvan with a handoff. Gets tripped at the line of scrimmage by Pace Vikings. Looks like that was 42, Gabriel Galvan, tripping up. The other Galvan in red in the backfield. Garza, straight drop back, throws it in the end zone. Incompleted pass. Looking for Marroquin. Right in the middle there, and it's a 3rd and goal coming up for the Rattlers. Tight formation here. Direct snap to Galvan. Gets 7 points for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Touchdown. Rattlers going for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. Point after good, we're 14-7. Nope, point after no good. It's a 13-7 ball game with 10 seconds left in the first quarter of play. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live, and we have a wind shift here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City as that north breeze begins pushing into Rio Grande City tonight. Here is Zapata with the kickoff. Correction, this is Robelan Montes with the kickoff. It's a short end-over-end kick. Will be fielded by the Vikings at the 29. And the return made there by John Moody gives the Vikings a first down at the 38-yard line. And 3 seconds left in the first quarter of play. You got to wonder, of all these people that showed up wearing short sleeve shirts tonight, are now thinking, maybe I should have brought my coat with me, and you can hear that wind coming in my crowd mic here tonight. Here comes the wind here in Rio Grande City. The cold front has made it to South Texas. First down and 10, Vikings from the 38-yard line. Here's Bonda, he'll keep it himself. A correction, he handed it off to Dylan Barone. Tried to get over the left tackle. He got a couple of yards, maybe about 2.5, a second down and 7 coming up. And that ends our first quarter of play tonight as we'll change sides of the stadium. Tonight's game on Rio Sports Live is powered by Hacienda Ford, 107 and McCall Road in Edinburgh, where they have a truck center. The whole side of Hacienda Ford to the west is dedicated to trucks and SUVs. Go check it out right there off of University Drive and McCall Road. Hacienda Ford in Edinburgh, proud sponsor of Texas high school football here on Rio Sports Live. We appreciate you being here tonight, joining us for our broadcast as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku. Second down, 7 to go for the Vikings from their own 42. Fake handoff by Bonda. Bonda under pressure will roll right, and he'll throw it. That pass almost picked off by the Rattlers. Blown play. I don't think we're going to throw any deep balls toward the Highway 83 side of this stadium. We've got a wind barreling down right now out of the north, coming into this is pretty much a northwest southeast positioned stadium here in Rio Grande City. And that wind is coming right through the north end zone right now, and the Vikings are headed that direction. Bonda completes a pass to his wide receiver. Down the field he goes into Rattler territory to the 31-yard line. Pass caught there by Elijah Solis. First down, Vikings. Good pass play there by Bonda. He wasn't affected by the wind at all, as my roster for the Rattlers goes flying through the press box. Retrieved off the floor by the announcer, and we have the back in our hands tonight. We'll have to hang on to this. So we have a window open for our crowd mic, but I don't know how much longer it'll be open. Bonda, first down and 10, throws the ball looking for 2 wide receivers at around the 20-yard line, and a miscue there between Garcia and Garcia. That's Mark Garcia and Jalen Garcia. As we start our second quarter of tonight's game, it's a 13-7 game. Rattlers with the lead. Second down at 10, 2 wideouts wide left. Bonda hands it off. This is 21, the ball carrier with running room, and he'll get a first down and more. Good tough running there by the running back Matthew Cuellar. And that's a first down, Vikings. Vikings with the football at the Rattler 18-yard line. In the red zone. 2 wide receivers wide left. Bonda looks left. Now looks back to the right. Nowhere to go, and Bonda will throw it out of bounds. Good job by the defense for the Rattlers on the coverage on that play. What a big wind here tonight. We had nearly calm, perfect conditions here in the first quarter. And here comes the wind as the low temperature tonight forecasted for about 53 degrees. Looking at the hour-by-hour forecast, it should be down in the 70s by 11 o'clock this evening. Bonda throws it left. That pass intended for Elijah Solis. Solis couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Vikings. Ball on about the 18-yard line. 10:43 remaining here in the first half of play here in Rio Grande City tonight. 2 wide receivers wide left. Bonda with time, throws it, and that pass intended for the wide receiver Mark Garcia, broken up there by Rudy Bazan of the Rattlers. And it's a 4th down coming up, so a field goal would be out of the question right here. You just got to go for it. I don't think if he had the leg of the best kicker in the NFL, it would pierce this wind coming in tonight. Oh, they're going to try it. Here we go. This is a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is wide left. It had the distance, but that wind got a hold of it. It went wide left, so the Rattlers do their job, and they make a defensive stop in the red zone at the 18-yard line, and we'll see the Rattlers offense back on the field when we come back.
Next game, and let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
First down and 10, Rio Grande City. A pass out to Galvan. Completed, and Galvan turns it up the field, and he'll get about 5 or 6 yards up to the 26-yard line, where he's forced out of bounds there by the Pace Vikings, Jose Correa. 10:14 remaining here in the first half of play. 2nd down and 5 coming up. 4 wide receivers on the field for Garza. And a handoff to Galvan, and Garza gives it to Galvan, and Galvan gets a first down to the 31-yard line. So you got to wonder with the win now if Coach Morales won't have Garza take a couple of shots down the field here, take advantage of the air coming in. Garza throws deep ball, looking for his wide receiver Marroquin at the 40-yard line, and that pass is incomplete. 9:31 remaining in the first half of play. 13-7 ball game. Both of these teams have playoff games already on the book for next weekend. 2nd down and 10. Garza, straight drop back, fires it out to Marroquin at the 33-yard line. He sidesteps the defender. Still on his feet. He'll cross midfield, and he'll keep running, and he's got blockers, and he'll get all the way down to about the 32-yard line. Good run there by the wide receiver, Aaron Marroquin of the Rattlers. Good run there. He had blockers lined up for him and everything. 3 wideouts, wide right. Rattlers in the hurry-up offense. Garza, straight drop back, fires it, caught. Up the field he goes. This is the Julio Nunez. Nunez gets good yardage up the field, but we have a flag back at the 31-yard line. That's a personal foul called against the Rattlers for a chop block, a 15-yard penalty And they'll move the ball all the way back to Rio territory at the 49-yard line. That will be a first down and a mile. With 8:58 remaining in the second quarter tonight. First down and long. 3 wideouts wide right, 2 to the left. Garza, straight drop back, fires it outside to Galvan. Galvan gets around a defender, gets up the field, and he'll be tackled by lots of Vikings at around the 42-yard line. Danny Salazar and Jose Correa in on the stop for Brownsville Pace. Second down, Rattlers from the Viking 42. Play coming in from Coach Morellis on the sideline to his offense on the field. Morellis really has this team believing in themselves again, and they're excited to make the playoffs this year. Second down, flag on the play. False start penalty called against the Rattlers. That will move them backwards. Back to the 47-yard line. Three wideouts, wide left. Garza, straight drop back. Blitzers coming in. Pass caught by Marroquin. He gets up to the 40-yard line. Good tackle there made by Pace Vikings' Damian Garza. Ball will be put down at the 39-yard line. Third down and long coming up for the Rattlers. Three wide receivers wide left. Garza from the gun looks down the field. And he throws a deep ball, and that pass is caught at the 11-yard line. First down, Rattlers. Pass caught by Aaron Marroquin. Garza had a defender around his knees. He comes up limping on the play, but he literally had that defender wrapped around him, and he still stood tall and threw that ball. And a timeout called on the field by Rio Grande City. We'll take 1-2 with 6:50 remaining in the first quarter of play. It's a 13-7 ball game with Rio Grande City on top.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physicals. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
We'll save that one for the highlight reel later on tonight on Rio Sports Live. Good pass play there from the quarterback, Mario Garza, to Aaron Marroquin. Garza with a defender wrapped up around him. Handoff to Galvan, and Galvan gets a couple on the play. Pace Vikings white jerseys all around, plugging up the hole. 44 up from the pile for the Pace Vikings, Jay Gomez. And it's a 2-yard gain on the play. Second down and 8 coming up. Ball on the 9-yard line. 6:15 remaining in the first half of play here in Rio Grande City tonight. Here's a handoff to number 8. Around the edge he goes. It's a foot race toward the end zone. That's the ball carrier, Mark Pettis, and a huge flag there thrown On the Pace Vikings defender, John Moody. Face mask, horse collar, etc., etc. And the Rattlers are going to be moved closer to the end zone. Pettis was coming off the field, and the coach said, nope, you stay on. Shaking up on the play a little bit, but he's going to come back in. Oh, he's going to have to sit out this play. 6:01 remaining here in the first half of play here in Rio Grande City tonight in this District 16 5A Division I football game between the Pace Vikings and the Rio Grande City Rattlers. With the Rattlers win tonight and a Mission Veterans win tomorrow and a Palmview win tonight, they'll all three share a part of that district championship. First down and goal, Rattlers from the 4-yard line. Direct snap to Galvan. Galvan running right side. It's a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Rio Grande City. With 5:55 left, Rattlers now on top 19-7. That play, just a simple direct snap to the running back, Angel Galvan, and Galvan beat the defense to the corner of the end zone and got in for the score. And it looks like the Rio Grande City Rattlers are going for 2 points here. Try to make this thing a 21-7 ball game. And the Rattlers will take a timeout to talk about it. With 5:55 remaining in the first half of play. 19-7 our score. We'll be right back.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. Right now, you can get the hottest new SUV on the market. It's the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer with up to $5,000 off plus 2.9% APR for 72 months. That makes for super low payments.
Hacienda has it. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Tomorrow night, I'll be at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sherryland as the Pioneer Diamondbacks host the Ed Cal Chelsea Yellow Jackets. Game time at 7:30 on Rio Sports Live, powered by Hacienda Ford. That game tomorrow night from Richard Thompson in Mission Sherryland. Mark Pettis in at running back. He'll take a direct snap. And Pettis looking for the end zone, punches it in. It's close. It's no good. Vikings hold off the 2-point conversion. It's 5:55 remaining in the first half of play. It's a 19-7 ball game with the Rio Grande City Rattlers on top of this one. Halftime, we'll check in with my colleague Jacob Young over at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. That game tonight between the Mission Veterans, the Brownsville Veterans Chargers and the Palmview Lobos. Lobos riding on a high after a big win last week in La Jolla over the Mission Veterans Memorial Patriots 37-35. Putting themselves in position for a district championship. And if all goes well for Palmview tonight and Rio Grande City tonight and Mission Vets tomorrow night, they'll all three be district champions. Roblin Montes will kick it away from the 40-yard line. And this will be an end-over-end kick. and the Vikings will pick it up. It's Elijah Solis on the return, and he'll bring it back to the 26-yard line. And the Pace Vikings offense will hit the field. And I'd like to see the Vikings get Dylan Barone into this ball game. He hasn't been very active tonight. He's gotten a few handoffs, but he's not really getting around the edge like he normally does. This Rio Grande City defense very quick on their feet, stretching the field and getting to Barone. Barone's got to turn it up and get up the field and run north and south. Here's a handoff to Barone, and Barone running north and south and gets across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Dylan Barone, the ball carrier there for the Pace Vikings. Good run on that play. That's exactly what they got to do. They got to send them linemen forward, fire out, make something happen on the line of scrimmage. Push the defense back, reestablish the line of scrimmage, and open up some holes for Barone to choose from to run through. Bonda from the gun. He calls his own number and heads up the field and gets a few more yards on the play. It'll be a second down and about 7 coming up. Looks like he got 2 yards on 2 or 3 on the play. Ball will be put down at the 38-yard line for the Vikings. Bonda in shotgun formation. He'll hand it off. This is 21, the ball carrier, and good run there off right tackle. Gets up to about the 44-yard line. That's a running back, Cuellar. Tackle made by one of the defensive linemen, Anthony Ortiz, senior defensive lineman for these Rio Grande City Rattlers. Third down and 2 yards to go coming up for Pace from the 44. Ball on the right hash. 4:14 remaining in the second quarter. Handoff to Barone, and Barone met in the backfield by lots of Rio Grande City Rattlers. J.J. Bocanegra in on the stop for Rio Grande City. And the Rattlers doing their job on defense tonight, force another 4th down. And the Vikings will have to punt it into this wind. Mark Pettis back deep to receive at his 30-yard line. It's a low line drive punt, comes off the side of the foot of the punter, Marcus Cuevas, and the Rattlers with some great field position will have the ball on the Viking 37-yard line. First down and 10, Rattlers. We give the Rattlers the ball this close to the end zone. They're going to find it. Got to wonder if these coaches are thinking, let's start keeping this on the ground and make this a quick ball game before the weather deteriorates anymore. First down and 10. Here's a handoff to Galvan, the running back for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, and he'll be met by lots of Pace Vikings there. Gabriel Galvan leading the charge on the play as an outside edge rushing linebacker, and he'll get the tackle on that play after a 2-yard gain by Galvan. Second down, 8 yards to go coming up as the clock is moving with less than 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Garza with time, throws a deep ball toward Aaron Marroquin, and it's incomplete. Rattler fans were ready to explode on that one. And we've got a third down and 8 coming up for Rio. This is Galvan in the backfield. Garza sits down and Galvan heads straight forward up the middle for a few more yards down to the 32-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and about 5 coming up. 4th and 4.5. 2:20 remaining in the half. Looks like the quarterback Garza will come back out with Julio Nunez and Ricky Falcone lining up wide left. 2 more wideouts wide right. And we've got a timeout on the field called by Rio Grande City with 2:03 remaining in the first half tonight. We'll be right back.
Amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Back after the Rio Grande City Rattler timeout with 2:03 remaining in the first half of play here on Rio Sports Live. Thursday night football coming to you from Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. Well, they're on fire for these Rattlers. Rattlers having an 8-1 season so far. And they're headed to the playoffs next week. 4th down and 4 to go. Low snap. Garza picks it up, throws it, and he caught for a first down. Pass caught by Ricky Falcone, and the Rattlers are moving the chains with 2 minutes left here in the first half. Rattlers have the football on the Viking 25-yard line. Two wideouts wide right. Garza from the gun. Will hand it off to Galvan, and Galvan met immediately by a pair of Vikings in the backfield. Pace Vikings Damian Garza and Gabriel Galvan making the stop on that play. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12. With 5 wide receivers on the field for Rio. Garza, straight drop back, looks to the right, throws a beeline ball for Aaron Marroquin. It's picked off by the Pace Vikings. And the Rio Grande City Rattlers may have this back as they stripped Danny Salazar, who picked the ball off. And it'll be Viking football after a scare there. What a play. 1st down and 10, Vikings on the defense there. Danny Salazar on the interception with 48 seconds remaining in the half. So a 15-yard penalty called at the end of the play for sideline interference on the Pace Vikings. Will give them the football at the 20-yard line. Bondo will line up in the gun. 1st down on the left hash. 2 wideouts wide right. Galvan with him in the backfield. Correction, that's Barone. Barone takes the handoff, lowers his head, breaks a few tackles, and gets up to the 34-yard line. Good job there, good running there by Dylan Barone. The leading rusher on this team. He has 104 carries on the season for 737 yards. His longest run of the season was been 80 yards. Here's another handoff to Barone, trying to get over the right tackle and gets across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. And some extracurricular activity going on at the 40-yard line, broken up quickly by the officials. Clock ticking with less than 10 seconds left to go. Bonda going to try to hurry up and get one more play in. It's a handoff to Barone, left side. Here he goes. Dylan Barone will get knocked down at the 48-yard line, and it's halftime in Rio Grande City. Our score, Rattlers 19, Vikings 7, here on Rio Sports Live. It's halftime here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium, and we'll be right back.
Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order, handmade tortillas daily, breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi!
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order, handmade tortillas daily, breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or, how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Well, welcome back to our Hacienda Ford broadcast booth here in Rio Grande City, Texas tonight. The Rattlers up 19-7 over the Brownsville Pace Vikings. It is halftime this evening as the cold front has found its way to Starr County tonight. We got a big northeast breeze barreling straight through this stadium right now. And it's only going to get cooler from here, but not too bad outside. It's still really pleasant. Our temperature when we got here this evening was about 93. It was 94 in some places on the way over here. So, you know, this state is you know, it's a really unique, as big as Texas is, it's a 60-degree difference from here in the Rio Grande Valley all the way back up to the Panhandle. I mean, it was 33 earlier when I checked the weather up there. So, you know, it's only going to get cooler from here. Our low forecasted for about 53 degrees this evening. 100% chance of rain earlier, and there was some showers around popping up on the radar. I don't see any threat of any thunderstorms so far here in Rio Grande City tonight. The sky looks pretty dark, so no lightning off into the horizon as we speak. So looks like we'll continue on with no lightning delays here from Rio Grande City tonight. I see a few drops of rain on the glass as I'm talking here on the press box, so just a little spitting rain, if you will. Nothing of any significance tonight. I did go on Rio Sports Live and our Twitter page and check the live broadcast going on from Sam Stadium tonight. And surprisingly, the Brownsville Veterans Chargers are on top of the Palmview Lobos at the half, 20-14. If the Chargers can hang on and knock off the Lobos and force them into 3 district losses, and then the Lobos will not have a chance at that district title. So far, with a Lobos win, a Rattlers win, and a Vets win tomorrow night, all 3 of these teams will share that District 16 5A Division I title. And but if for some reason Palmview loses this one tonight at Brownsville, and they're out of running for that shared district title, and that will be shared between Rio and Mission Vets. So a lot on the line tonight. Some already playoff positioning, if you will, scheduled for next week by district action. Flower Bluff on the books for Rio Grande City next weekend. And the Palmview game will be, Palmview has not been scheduled yet. We'll go to the Pace Vikings. They will take on the number 1 seed in the district up north. That will be Corpus Christi Miller. Miller having a perfect season so far and are undefeated. And the Patriots are on the books to take on the Veterans Memorial Eagles out of Corpus Christi. And we all know that game last year, the Eagles and the Patriots met in the Alamo Dome, and that was a great football game, a fantastic football game, and the Veterans Memorial Patriots came out on top of that one and punched it in the 4th round, into the 4th round. So it's going to be an exciting weekend of football coming up next week as these two teams right here playing tonight are in the playoffs for next weekend for by district. The Vikings marching band takes the field, and we'll take some time and show you their show and bring in the audio a little bit. If you can hear the band over the wind, take a listen. You're watching the Pace Vikings marching band on the field tonight here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. You're looking at the Brownsville Pace Vikings marching band on the field tonight here in Rio Grande City. Some Thursday night football on Rio Sports Live. It's halftime. Our score, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 19, Brownsville Pace Vikings are 7. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a fun buying process, and customer service like no other. Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Expedition with 0 interest for 72 months. Along with those super low monthly payments, you get $2,000 in bonus cash. Come see the difference today at Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it.
Hacienda has it.
Would like to send a shout out to the technology department here at Rio Grande City ISD for having us here in the press box tonight, for bringing you our internet and allowing us to be on the radio tonight, on the air and in your living room, on your device, on your computer, your iPad, your iPhone, or your Galaxy, or whatever device you have, and you're able to watch this game on. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. And we always thank all of our school districts wherever we go for accommodating us and supplying our internet services. Some folks bring us video. La Jolla brings us live video. Sam Stadium helps us with video, and the folks at Richard Thompson Stadium and Sherryland help us with live video too. And Harlingen CISD helps us with that as well. And PSJA School District there at their stadium helps us with that as well. So just a shout out to all the school districts for opening our press boxes up and allowing Rio Sports Live to come in and bring you these football games week after week. And we've got Joe Bowling on the road right now in Kingsville doing a volleyball game up there, some playoff volleyball action. We've got some other football games going on tonight at PSJA and over at Sam Stadium. And we checked on that score earlier. It's halftime at Sam Stadium tonight, and the Brownsville Chargers are on top of Palmview at the half, 20-14. That is also a District 16 5A Division I football game. And if Palmview loses that game, they're out of the running for the district title. They're still in the playoffs, but you know, they won't be sharing that district crown with Rio Grande City if they win this one tonight, and with Mission Vets if they win tomorrow night. So a lot on the line for Palmview tonight. They can somehow lose that game against the Veterans Chargers. Chargers disappointed that they're out of the playoffs this year, but they're a tough football team, and they will be a force to reckon with here years down the road. But again, back to all the school districts, we just want to thank everybody for allowing us to come in to your schools and your press boxes and your gyms and stuff week after week, and allowing us to broadcast high school sports here on Rio Sports Live. Taking a look at the weather, we've got some drizzle falling outside as the temperatures continue to fall. It's 77 degrees right now. Overnight low of 53 degrees. Looking at the radar, we've got some showers in and around Starr County. And we've got a shower right now around Roma, and that seems to have passed south of Rio Grande City and moving on to the east very rapidly. So again, looking at this radar, unless something builds up really soon, I think we're just going to see a lot of light, misty, drizzly stuff outside. So looks like they're going to cut our halftime show short and get back with it here with about 3 minutes left in halftime, as the Rio Grande City Rattler band did not take the field. And both of these teams coming back out onto the turf and warming up. So we'll be back with the third quarter here in a few minutes on Rio Sports Live. Thank you for joining us.
Rio Sports Live. Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live.
Rio Sports Live, #1.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service, the experience like no other. And right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, the 2019 Ford F-150 pickup with 0 interest for 72 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it. Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Baby Shark, our entertainment here at halftime here in Rio Grande City. As the Pace Vikings have taken the turf, they'll be followed by the Rio Grande City Rattlers, and they're going to play a second half of football tonight here in the Rattlers Den. Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. Our broadcast tonight powered by the good friends at Hacienda Ford, 107 and McCall Road in Edinburgh. If you need a car, truck, or SUV, Hacienda has it. So stop by and patronize the good folks at Hacienda Ford. Take that brand new F-150 and drive it to South Padre Island. And here comes the Rattlers back out on the turf in this District 16 5A Division I football game. Rattlers 24 minutes away from a shared district championship, possibly with Mission Vets and the Palmview Lobos. If Palmview can win this football game tonight in Brownsville as they trail the Chargers 20-14. Back to live coverage here on Rio Sports Live. My name is J.R. Gully. My son John Fuentes on camera, and it's an honor to come out here tonight to Rio Grande City and bring you football game here on Rio Sports Live. The Rattlers will kick it off. This will be Robel and Montes, and the Vikings back deep to receive at their 15-yard line. Elijah Solis. And the ball falls off the tee. They might have to have somebody hold that. Sustained winds around 12 to 14 miles per hour, and I know there's some gust over 20 miles per hour coming out of the north right now. And it's a high end over end kick, will be taken by the Vikings at the 37-yard line. This is Jalen Garcia, will bring it back to the 45. And it'll be 1st and 10, Pace Vikings. And Vikings need to have a third quarter like they had against Mission Vets a couple of weeks ago if they want to get back into this one tonight. What the Vikings did in the second half against the Patriots is they slowed the tempo of the game down, and they came after the quarterback, A.J. Gonzaki. Gonzaki, very inexperienced at the helm. He had to come in mid-season and take over at quarterback as Vets sophomore quarterback Rick Reyna got hurt. So Vikings came after Gonzaga in that game, and here's the quarterback Bonda trying to get around the left side, and he gets up to about the 49-yard line. Brought down by several Rio Grande City Rattlers on that play. And then they got into the rhythm on offense, and they just kept the ball on the ground. They worked the clock, and before you know it, the third quarter was over. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Ball on the 49. Bonda, straight drop back, fires it. Pass caught by a receiver, breaks a few tackles, gets up the field for a Viking first down to the 39-yard line. That is Jalen Garcia on the reception. And Garcia gets a big first down and keeps the clock moving with 11 minutes left in the third quarter as we just got this second half of football started. 1st down and 10 Vikings from the 39. Here's a handoff to Barone, and Barone right over the center. Gets wrapped up by Rattlers at the 38-yard line. Big number 99 in on the play for Rio. Devin Gonzalez. 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. 2nd down and 8 for the Vikings as they'll come out in a passing formation and spread it out. Bonda fakes the handoff to Barone and keeps it, runs left, turns it back up the middle, gets a couple of more yards up to the 37 before he's brought down there by Rio Grande City Rattler Daniel Falcone. Third down and 8. Ball on the 37. 2 wide receivers wide left, 2 wide right. Bonda wants to throw, pass play over the middle, caught by Garcia for a first down. Mark Garcia on the reception there for the Pace Vikings. And it looks like we've got a Vikings shaken up on the play. We'll take an injury timeout. Be right back.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Real Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physicals. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men...
Back to live action as Barone gets a handoff, runs right-hand side, and the Rattler defense very quick on their feet, stretches the field. Jose Vasquez in on the stop for the Rattlers. Be a second down coming up for the Vikings, 2nd down and 7. Ball put down on the 27-yard line with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide receivers on the field for the Vikings. Bonda throws it. Pass play caught by Garcia. Down at the 21-yard line. Dangerous throw right over the middle. Near lots of Rattlers, but a nice gain on the play by the Vikings. And it's a 3rd down and 2 coming up from the 21-yard line. Vikings in Rattler territory with 8.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Handoff to Barone up the middle for first down yardage and more. Barone wrestled down at the 16-yard line by Mark Pettis, and that's a first down for Vikings in Rio territory. Again, Pace huddles up to slow down the pace of this game. Get their play in. They'll spread it out with 2 wideouts on each side. Hand off to Dylan Barone right up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings. Number 22, Dylan Barone, behind his big men on the offensive line, hesitated as that hole opened up right up the middle. And a very quick scamper into the end zone for a quick strike and a touchdown to open up the second half of this football game tonight. And Pace going for 2. And they get in. It's good. So it's a 19-15 ball game with 7:45 remaining in the third quarter of play. Rio on top by 4.
We are the Patriots. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
We're back live in third quarter action tonight. 7:45 remaining as the Vikings move their way closer to taking over this game. It's a 19-15 lead by the Rio Grande City Rattlers as the Rattlers are back deep to receive. Mark Pettis at the 11-yard line. And the ball keeps falling off the tee as this wind continues to come in. Pretty good chance, about a 95% chance folks will be lined up tomorrow for pan dulce and tamales in the morning here in the valleys. We'll wake up to fall temperatures. And Mark Pettis on the return gets wrapped up by a Viking at the 27-yard line. Looks like the kicker, Christian Zapata, got a hold of him around the ankle. And we've got a flag on the play called against Rio. Okay, we've got an injury on the field, and we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
An illegal block in the back penalty pushes the Rio Grande City Rattlers back to about the 9-yard line. First down and 10 Rattlers from their own 9. 7:36 remaining in the third quarter. A 19-15 ball game as the Rattlers lead by 4. Here's a snap, a handoff to Galvan, and trying to get up the middle. And Galvan gets a few yards. Only a few there. Tackle made by Rattler Humberto, correction. Vikings. Galvan on the tackle. Here's Bondo with a quick throw on the outside, and a stiff arm moving there by the receiver, Alan Garcia. And Garcia gets first down yardage and moving the chains for Rio Grande City as he'll bring him out to the 20-yard line. Garcia threw a good stiff arm on that play to allow him to get a few more yards. So he'll be lined up wide left. 4 wide receivers on the field. Low snap, handoff to Galvan. Galvan up the middle. Looks like he got about 4 on the play. Second down and 6 yards to go coming up. Going back to the first quarter and the first drive of the game for Rio Grande City, every play it seemed like they were running was a first down. As they were giving it to Galvan, and he was running right up the middle. Here's an out pass to Julio Nunez, and it's incomplete. Nunez couldn't haul it in. A third down and 6 coming up for Rio. Can feel the temperature outside just starting to drop. 3 wide receivers wide right, 2 to the left. And we've got a flag on the field, and the play is blown dead. That old dead ball foul, illegal procedure called on the offense. That penalty has been haunting both of these teams tonight. Especially the Rattlers on their first drive of the game. They were running so good, picking up 10 yards at a time with Angel Galvan till they got inside the Viking 30-yard line, and they just seemed to self-destruct due to illegal procedure penalties. So the Rattlers will watch as the officials confer at the 20-yard line. I'm not sure if they're watching the radar, maybe perhaps. We did have a special weather statement issued earlier for Starr County as the thunderstorm was near Roma. But nothing in the skyline here tonight so far looks to be threatening our football game. So 6:32 remaining in the third quarter of tonight's game. 19-13 our score, Rattlers on top. And we're still in action tonight here in Rio. Third down and 11 for Rio at the 19. Bonda, quick out pass. Caught. That's Galvan for first down yardage as he takes the pass and heads up the field and gets yardage after the catch all the way up to the 32-yard line. Correction, put it down at the 34, and it's 1st and 10 Rio. Four wideouts on the field, handoff to Galvan. Nope, it's an out pass to the wide receiver, Alan Garcia, and Garcia goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And the Rattlers getting some good yardage there. About 8 yards or so. Second down and 2 coming up from the 42-yard line for the Rattlers. 3 wideouts wide right. From the gun, here's a handoff to Galvan, the running back, and he spins up the middle for first down yardage for Rio Grande City. First down and 10 is, looks like Coach Morales is elected to keep the ball on the ground and work a short passing game and stay away from those deep balls heading into the wind tonight. First down and 10, Rattlers from their own 48. Handoff up the middle with running room is Angel Galvan. Galvan, a nice run there up the middle, breaks it into Viking territory, where he's wrapped up by Pace Vikings defender Chris Espinosa. And about a 7-yard gain on the play. Second down and 3 coming up from the 46. 3 wideouts wide right. Rattlers in the hurry up. Bonda takes the snap, throws it left. Caught myself there. That's Garza, the quarterback. And that's a first down for Rio. First down, Rattlers at the Viking 41-yard line. Garza, the quarterback. 3 wideouts wide right. Garza throws it out to Galvan. Galvan gets around the edge, gets up the field for a Rattler first down. Good play there by the Rio offense. Angel Galvan coming out of the backfield. Making a good play there for the Rattlers. Second down and 1 coming up. Bonda hands it off, fake handoff, nope, throws it out to Marroquin. Marroquin gets a first down and stays on his feet. Gets inside the 20-yard line. That's another Rio first down. Looking at Marroquin's yardage on the season, he has 71 receptions for 741 yards. His longest has been 63, and he's got 16 touchdowns. First down and 10, Rattlers from the Viking 20-yard line. And here's a pass play inside to Artemio Alvarez, and Alvarez picks up 5 to the 15-yard line with 3:56 remaining in the third quarter. Play coming in from the sideline for the Rattlers. Second down and 5 from the Viking 15-yard line. Garza hands it off to Galvan. Galvan up the middle, down to the 10-yard line. Really close to first down yardage for the Rattlers. There's the Rattlers shaking up on the play. We'll take an injury timeout and be right back.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Angel Galvan, the Rattlers running back, shaken up on the play. He'll come off the sideline. Walking on his own power. 3:24 remaining in the third quarter. 19-15 ball game. Rattlers driving the football deep in Viking territory in the red zone at the 10. 4 wide receivers on the field. Quarterback Mario Garza, low snap, throws it in the middle. And looking for Marroquin, and he was wrapped up. Could not catch the ball on that play. Good timing there by the Pace Vikings defender, Matthew Garza. 3 wide receivers wide left now for Rio. 2 to the right. Garza from the shotgun. On second and goal. Garza, straight drop back, looking for the corner of the end zone. And it's not a touchdown, it's incomplete as Marroquin lost the football, and he knows it. And he comes up, shaking up on the play, and we're going to take another timeout for an injury on the football field, and we'll be right back.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Cold War Moscow, 1983. You and your team of counterintelligence spies have been captured. The only thing between you and certain doom is a ticking time bomb. The newest thrilling escape game from Trapped RG. Mission Moscow.
Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future.
What a highlight that was, and we were in commercial break and missed it, but Alan Garcia took a pass thrown by Mario Garza, hit as he threw in the backfield, and Garza made the connection with Garcia, and the Rattlers score 6 more tonight. Montes for the point after. That kick is up, and it is good right into the wind. And our score here in Rio tonight, Rattlers 26, Pace Vikings 16, with 2:55 remaining in the third quarter, and we'll be right back.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go!
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live as Roblin Montes will tee it off with the help of Jorge Pena. And he'll kick this one into the wind, and Vikings will bobble it at the 20-yard line. They'll pick it back up. And the Vikings fumble the football, and looks like they'll get it back at the 27-yard line. Wow. What a turn of events that could have been. Pace Vikings heads up play there by big number 13, the tight end. Recovering the final fumble, Chase Morales. Looking in on the score of the game going on in Brownsville tonight at Sam Stadium, Chargers and Palmview. And the Chargers on top 20-17 right now in the third quarter. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle to Dylan Barron. And Barron will take it 4 yards up to the 30-yard line with 2:35 remaining in the third quarter here in Rio Grande City tonight. Vikings break the huddle. Will come up with 2 wideouts on each side to spread the offense. Dylan Barone in the backfield, a fake handoff to him. Banda completes it. Wide open is number 3, and down the field to pay dirt he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Pace Vikings, Elijah Solis. What a play there, and a flag on the play down at the 2-yard line. 1:58 remaining in the third quarter. Banda hooks up with Elijah Solis. Solis takes it all the way in, but what a run and what speed Solis displayed there after the catch. Almost a 70-yard pass play there by the quarterback, Jose Banda. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Pace Vikings. Points are still on the board for the Pace Vikings. That was after the fact. So it looks like they took away the touchdown, and they'll give the Vikings the football at the Rattler 18-yard line. First down and 10. Bonda hands it off to Dylan Barone, and Barone tackled by big number 90, Anthony Ortiz. Gain of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7 coming up with 1:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Three wideouts on the field for Jose Bonda of the Pace Vikings, and he rolls out to the right, and he finds his wide receiver at the pylon, and that pass is caught at the 2-yard line. That's Elijah Solis, number 3, who had his touchdown nullified earlier due to a penalty. And now the Pace Vikings are knocking on the door at the 1-yard line. They'll put the football on the right hash on the 1-yard line with 1:13 remaining in the third quarter. Vikings come to the line of scrimmage with 2 wideouts wide right. And it's a direct snap to the fullback, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Pace Vikings. Looks like they'll go for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, splits the uprights. It's good. Christian Zapata. Makes this a 26-22 ball game with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter of play. We're back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
So the Vikings come back and answer the touchdown by the Rattlers. Both teams have a pair of scores here in the third quarter. This is a deep end-over-end kick. Will go out of the back of the end zone, and that'll set up Rio Grande City. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 1:10 left to go in the third quarter of play in tonight's game, powered by Hacienda Ford, University Drive and McCall Road in Edinburgh. We thank Hacienda Ford for sponsoring our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. Be sure you patronize our sponsors. You see their ad on Rio Sports Live. Make sure you drop in and tell them thank you for carrying the games this past weekend. 5 wide receivers on the field for quarterback Mario Garza. Quick out pass to his wide receiver, Alan Garcia. Garcia turns that pass into about a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Rio Grande City as they've gone to the short passing game. And Garcia in the backfield now to relieve Galvan, who came up injured on the last Rattler drive. Quick out pass caught by a wide receiver there at the 33-yard line. Artemio Alvarez on the reception there for Rio Grande City. About a yard shy of the first down, 3rd down and 1. Coming up from the 34-yard line. And they're going to let the clock run out, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter live from Rio Grande City in just a moment here on Rio Sports Live.
Let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Well, we're back on the 4th quarter now here in Rio Grande City at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium, better known as the Rattler Den. 12 more minutes of football here on a very breezy Thursday night here in Starr County. 3rd down and 1 for the Rattlers at the 34-yard line. Direct snap to the running back, and that's a 1st down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Ball will be put down at the 37-yard line after Mark Pettis' carry. Looking at the score in Brownsville, it's the Chargers on top of the Lobos by 10, 27-17 in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10, Rio Grande City. Handoff to Mark Pettis, the running back now. And Pettis gets some tough yards up the field before he's wrapped up by that Pace Viking defense. Jay Gomez in on the stop for the Vikings. Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. 3 wideouts wide left for Rio. Garza back to throw, wants to throw it deep, steps up in the pocket. He'll keep the ball and head up the field. And Garza powers his way near 1st down yardage up to the 47-yard line. That's a 1st down and 10 for the Rattlers at the 48-yard line. I think that's the first time we've seen Garza keep it on the ground tonight. He can do that. 3 wideouts wide left. Garza drops the ball, throws it out to Chris Pettis. Mark Pettis, correction. And Pettis gets a few yards after the broken up play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball near midfield at the 49-yard line. 26-22 our score. Rattlers can hang on and win this game. They will have a share of the District 16 5A Division I championship. 2nd down and 9. Rattlers from the 49 with 4 wide receivers on the field. Man in motion, that's Alon Garcia, motions to the right. Pass to Garcia, caught at the 40-yard line. Nope, that's incomplete. Garcia had it in his hands and he misses that. Could have had a big Rattler 1st down there. Good ball thrown there by the quarterback, Mario Garza. Looking at Garza's numbers on the season, he's 196. Has 196 completions for 2,545 yards this season. That's a lot of yardage. 32 touchdown passes. Only 4 interceptions. His longest throw has been 63 yards. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Rio. With 5 wideouts on the field. Low snap. From the gun is Garza looking for a deep ball down the field. Right-hand side's got a man open. And it's incomplete. And the fans are going to want the pass interference, but they won't get it. They thought that the defender there that time of the Pace Vikings, Matthew Garza, had a handful of jersey. And the punting team will come out for Rio Grande City. And Roblin Montes will kick it away. 9:38 remaining in the game. Rattlers on top by 4. We'll check back in on that score at Sam Stadium here in a minute. And Coach Morelos wants a timeout to talk it over with his Rattlers right before the punt. We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back live here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. Rattlers have the ball, 4th down and 9 with 9:37 remaining in the 4th quarter. Brownsville Veterans Chargers 27, Palmview Lobos 17. That game in the 4th quarter at Sam Stadium right now. And a whistle blows this play dead for a false start. On the offense, those penalties been haunting the Rattlers all night long. And the Pace Vikings have had a few of them as well. Montes gets this punt away. Nice kick. Rattlers will down this thing inside the 25, put it on the 22-yard line, and the Vikings will bring their offense on the field. 9:26 remaining in the game. They have an opportunity here to burn a lot of this time off the clock and get in the end zone. They've got the tools and the weapons to do it with. They've got some speedy wide receivers, and they've got a good back in the backfield in number 22 there, Dylan Barone. Barone gets a handoff right over the right tackle, and here he is. Opens it up and gets to the 37-yard line for the Pace first down. He's just quick after the handoff. They'll put the ball down on the 35-yard line. And a first down and 10, Pace Vikings. After the run by Barone. 2 wideouts wide left, 2 to the right for Banda, the quarterback for Pace. Handoff to Barone again. This time Rattlers meet him in the backfield for a loss. Brian Pena leading the charge there for the Rattlers defense. Daniel Falcone in on the stop as well. 8:42 remaining in the game. 2nd down and about 13 coming up for Pace. Ball on the 32-yard line. 4 wideouts on the field. Quarterback keeper by Banda. Banda goes nowhere. He's sacked. Tackled by big number 99 of the Rio Grande City Rattlers, Devin Gonzalez. Good tackle there made by Gonzalez, a senior leader on this defensive line, making the stop and forcing these Vikings into a 3rd and long situation, 3rd down and 15. as these fans are excited. They're going to get in the game now. 3rd down and 15. 4 wideouts on the field. Bonda back to throw. Pass out to number 1. And the Rattlers all over it. Big stop there by the cornerback, Elizar Garcia. Making a great tackle there on Brownsville Pace Vikings, Brandon Narvaez. And it's a 4th down and long for the Vikings, and the defense showing up tonight for the Rio Grande City Rattlers with 7 minutes left in this game. Looks like Pettis back deep to receive. Good punt, low line drive right into the wind. Will take a roll. And Pace will down it at the 31-yard line. So good job there by the punting unit for the Pace Vikings after a great big defensive stand there by the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Rattlers lead this thing by 4 points, 26-22, with 6:49 remaining in this game. Check our Twitter page and go back to the game at Sam Stadium. Chargers on top, 33-17. Chargers in control in the 4th quarter in Brownsville tonight. 4 wideouts on the field, 1st and 10. Quarterback Mario Garza will hand it off to Mark Pettis. Pettis gets around the edge, gets up the field for a nice gain. This is Mark Pettis down the sideline, and a Rattler 1st down to the 39. Big run there by Mark Pettis. What a play there. Used his speed. And they're going to call him back, I guess, out of bounds at the 48-yard line as they bring the ball all the way back to the 48. About 10 yards from where he stepped out of bounds at. A flag on the play, another illegal procedure penalty called against the Rattlers with 6:37. Yes, it's the effects of this scoreboard. They got a huge scoreboard here in Rio Grande City, and when the Rattlers make a big play, a lot of light starts coming off that thing, and I thought it was lightning, but just the scoreboard. Calm down. 1st down and 15 now from the 47. 4 wideouts on the field. Pettis in motion. Garza wants to throw it deep, and that pass is almost picked off there. Aaron Marroquin, the intended receiver, but the defender on that play was Matthew Garza, and Garza had good positioning on it, and Marroquin shaken up on the play again. He was shaken up on the last drive, and this time he's having a hard time getting up off the turf, so we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. Right now, you can get the hottest new SUV on the market. It's the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer with up to $5,000 off plus 2.9% APR for 72 months. That makes for super low payments.
Hacienda has it. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Second down and 15 for the Rattlers from the 47 after the injury timeout. Garza drops a snap and he jumps right back on it. Big smart move there by the quarterback, Mario Garza. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this game as the Rattlers lead by 4. 3rd down and long coming up. Three wide receivers wide right on a 3rd and 20. Low snap, Garza pulls it up. Goes deep down the field, and that pass picked off by the Pace Vikings at the 45-yard line. John Moody on the interception. And Moody rising to the occasion, getting the ball back for his team. Sophomore defensive back for the Pace Vikings, and the Pace Vikings have the ball 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line with 5:49 remaining in this game, and they trail by 4 points. So the Rattlers with an opportunity to do it again on defense. Banda, option play. Dylan Barone gets up to the 43-yard line, and a big hit out of bounds there by the Rattlers. 21, Elizair Garcia. Big first down play there by the Vikings. Now in Rattler territory at the 43. Vikings with an opportunity here with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the Rattler 43. 4 wide receivers on the field, and the play is blown dead before the snap got off. They're going to call timeout Rio Grande City. Coach wants to talk it over with his defense, as this is a big drive in this game. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back.
El alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
So the Rattlers take their second timeout of the half with 5:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. Told John that I see a hamburger in my future, and he says, look, right over there. I've been staring at it all night. 1st and 10, Pace Vikings. Banda keeps it over left tackle. Banda gets a couple of tough yards to the 41-yard line and some extracurricular activity. Calls a flag to come out of the line judge's pocket on a 2nd down and 3 yards to go. And this could be yardage tacked on the end of the run, or that could push back the Vikings. I'm not too sure who this is against. I could not hear that call at all on our crowd mic. All I hear is wind. Dead ball foul for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a big penalty called against the Pace Vikings. You know, you get in these situations, you got to keep your cool and keep your sportsmanship. A 15-yard penalty in a situation like this can really kill a drive. 4 wideouts on the field. The crowd's in the game here in Rio tonight. Banda, option play, right-hand side. He'll keep the football, turn the edge, and Banda gets stood up at midfield. Rio was there to make the stop. Whole bunch of them at the 49-yard line. Clock will continue to move with 4:45 remaining in the game. It's Rattlers 26, Vikings 22. 3rd down and long for the Vikings. About 15 yards to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. These fans on the home side of the stadium are on their feet chanting defense for their team. And we've got a timeout, I believe, called by Pace. 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter of tonight's game. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Taken care of, Maston. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order, handmade tortillas daily, breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
Back live at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. 3rd down and 15. Pace Vikings with the football from the 49-yard line, and Bonda will get tripped up and brought down in the backfield. Sacked by this Rio Grande City defense, Elizea Garcia. 4th down now for the Vikings. 3:55 remaining in this game. Ball will be put back to the 47-yard line. Fourth and long. Vikings going for it. 3 wide receivers on the field. And I think Coach Pardo wants the timeout, talk it over with his offense on a 4th down. 3:29 remaining in this game. We'll keep it right here. Get back on Twitter and check our score at Sam Stadium tonight in Rio Grande City, as the Chargers were last time we looked in. The Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers were on top of the Palmview Lobos, 33-17. Got to find the right game here. We've got several football games going on tonight. Click on the right one. There we go. Chargers. Looks like Chargers 34, Lobos 24. 10-point ball game there at Sam Stadium right now. 4th down and long for the Pace Vikings. Bonda from the gun throws it to the left. Narvaez throws it down the field looking for, that pass is picked off by the Rattlers. And the Rattlers get the ball back. Alan Garcia making a heads-up play and getting the pick. And we'll save that one for the highlight reel we'll have up later on after the game here on Rio Sports Live. It's been an exciting one here in Starr County tonight. Rio Grande City with an opportunity here to share a district championship with what looks like to be Mission Vets. If Mission Vets can beat Brownsville Lopez tomorrow night at Tom Landry's Hall of Fame Stadium, a 1st and 10 for Rio Grande City from the 25-yard line. Handoff to number 6 now in the game at running back, and he'll go out of bounds. That is Artemio Alvarez, the ball carrier. We've seen Alvarez, we've seen Galvan, and we've seen Mark Pettis. Galvan got hurt in the 3rd quarter. Now he's out of the game. We don't know his situation. If I know Coach Morellis, he's probably just sitting him down, preserving him for the next game next week against what looks like it may be Flower Bluff and by district. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Here's a handoff again to Alvarez, as Rattlers are going to keep this thing on the ground and try to run out the clock with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in this game. It's a 1st down and 10 Rattlers. at the 25-yard line, and now the other running back, Alvarez, comes hopping off the field. Nope, that's Pettis. And straight to the trainer's table they go. So you've got your two backs on the training table getting attended to. As looks like Pettis just has a cramp. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. And timeout called by Rio Grande City. With 2:41 remaining in the game, Rattlers on top by 4.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Back in Rio Grande City tonight, a final at Sam's Stadium in Brownsville. The Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers win 34-24 over the Palmview Lobos. 1st down and 10, Rio from the 35-yard line. Spin move there by Alan Garcia. And Garcia picks up 5 to the 40-yard line. So Palmview will be out of the contention for a district championship pretty much, as looks like it will be shared by Rio Grande City and Mission Vets if Vets can knock off Brownsville Lopez tomorrow night. 2nd down and 5. From the 40-yard line. Barring if Rio wins this game, we still got 2 minutes left. Handoff to Mark Pettis, and Pettis gets to the 43-yard line. Rattlers keep it on the ground with 1:45 remaining in the game. Garza out of the game at quarterback. Mark Pettis in for a direct snap on 3rd and short. Gets the snap. Heads up the field, gets 1st down yardage and more. Mark Pettis down the sideline, he goes. And it'll be a touchdown, Rio Grande City. Off the legs of Mark Pettis. And Pettis seals the deal for the Rattlers. What a run there. About a 56-yard run there by the senior, Mark Pettis. In the game at running back, taking a direct snap. Just had a big cramp earlier, and he came off the sideline onto the training table. It's now a 33-22 ball game with 1:07 remaining in this one tonight here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City, and these fans are happy. They're excited. They're pumped up. The Rattlers one game away from having a perfect season, with their only loss being weeks ago against Mission Veterans. This team has come back. They have a new head coach in Leo Mireles. Life has breathed back into the football again here in Rio Grande City, back into the football program, I should say, here in Rio Grande City. And these fans are excited. They're pumped up about their team. They're going back to the playoffs. They've got Flower Bluff next weekend. That's going to be a great game. And they're just excited. Like I said, when we got here at 5:30 this afternoon, there were 2 long lines to get in this stadium, all on the home side. both on the home side. With 1:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. In this game tonight. These Rattlers just pumped up, playing their guts out tonight. Of course, the Vikings, they wanted this game too, really bad. Quarterback Bonda and Dylan Barone. Here's a run back by the Pace Vikings. Brandon Narvaez, and Narvaez, a freshman, will bring it all the way back to the 26-yard line, and the Rattlers are 1 minute away from a shared district championship. 33-22, 11-point ball game with 1 minute left in this game here tonight in Rio Grande City. Vikings offense come back out on the field. Two wide receivers wide left. Bonda throws it to the right, looking for a receiver, and he's got him. And out of bounds he goes. That was Elijah Solis, and Solis has made some big plays tonight for Pace. And it looks like we have a penalty on the play, as the air outside is beginning to get a little bit cooler as we move on into the night. We've done a good job of holding off the drizzle so far. We've had a few showers and thunderstorms around the area, but nothing threatening our game tonight here in Rio Grande City. Bonda back to throw. Throws a deep ball wide right. Picked off by the Rattlers. And that is picked off by Mark Pettis, the same guy that made the touchdown earlier. Wow. I bet you're guessing who my Hacienda Has It player of the game's going to be, John. You got to think real hard about that one. With 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Rattler offense back out on the field as Mark Pettis seals the deal for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. What a great time to be a part of this football program here in Rio. Close out the regular season with the W here at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium, your home turf. What a great memory for these seniors on this football team, as the quarterback, senior Mario Garza, takes a knee to run out the clock. And what a night it was. The Rattlers, with the opening drive of this football game, took it down into Viking territory, and then penalties and this, that, and the other gave the Vikings the football back, and the Vikings had the lead, but not for long, as the Rattlers came back and just kept coming back and just kept coming back and pull out the W tonight in Rio Grande City at Joe R. Sanchez Stadium, with the final score tonight: the Rio Grande City Rattlers 33, the Pace Vikings 22. We'll have highlights of tonight's game on Rio Sports Live later on after our broadcast. You can watch those on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Roku, and you can share them with your friends on social media. And you can watch this game in its entirety on our Facebook page, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Roku as well, and on riosportslive.com. Hacienda Ford is our title sponsor, and we thank Hacienda Ford, South Padre Island, and Alpha Men's Medical Clinic, VTX1 Broadband, and a whole slew of you for helping us bring you high school football action from Rio Grande City tonight, as the Rio Grande City Rattlers moved to 9-1, and they are district champions in 16 5A Division I, and they will share that trophy possibly with the Veterans Memorial Patriots if the Patriots can come out with a win tomorrow night over Brownsville Lopez. The Palmview Lobos lost tonight over the Mission Veterans Memorial Chargers. There goes the Gatorade bottle right there, right in the middle of the screen. One of them coaches about to get iced cold. That's Coach Morales, I bet you. Wow. Coach Morales just coming back into this program as a head coach and getting these Rattlers to buy into football again and to buy into their offense and their defense and believe in themselves, and they did it this year. 9-1 and a shared district championship. District 16 5A Division I, and they got a date with Flower Bluff next week. According to MaxPreps.com, that is who is on the schedule. Again, the Palmview Lobos lost tonight. They lost to the the Brownsville Chargers, Brownsville Veterans. So Lobos moved to 3 losses in district play. So stay tuned to Rio Sports Live. Keep up with us on our social media so we can let you know which games we're going to be covering for playoff action next week. Again, it was a great one tonight in Rio Grande City. And John, our Hacienda, he has it, player of the game. I got to give it to Mark Pettis, the defensive back. He came in the game as tailback after Galvan got hurt. And he had a couple of big runs tonight, and he had a touchdown that sealed the deal for the Rattlers. And he also had a big play on defense. He had the interception that sealed the deal. And the Rattlers were able to take a knee and take this one home with a shared district championship. So again, congratulations to that young man, Mark Pettis. He's our Hacienda. He has it, player of the game. So join us on Rio Sports Live later on after our broadcast tonight for highlights of tonight's game and a rebroadcast of tonight's game on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku. So again, I appreciate you listening tonight and watching our game. I'll be at Sherryland tomorrow night for the Pioneer Ed Cal Chelsea game. That ought to be another great game here on Rio Sports Live. So for Joe Bowling, for my cameraman John Fuentes, for the Lord above for giving me talent and the ability to do this, I'm J.R. Gully saying good night from Joe R. Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. It's a final, the Rattlers 33, the Pace Vikings 22. Have a good night, everybody.